Okay, let's be honest. Have you ever felt like German plurals are some kind of secret code you just can't crack? Like there are a million different endings and zero rules? You are definitely not alone. But guess what? Today, we are going to crack that code together. I mean, look at this. In English, it's so simple, right? One book, $2. You just slap an S on the end. But in German, ein Buch becomes zwei Bücher. So what just happened there? We got a vowel change, that's the umlaut, those two little dots over the U, and a totally new ER ending. This is exactly the kind of thing we're going to clear up today. So, yeah, why are they so complicated? It can feel completely random and honestly pretty frustrating when you're just trying to learn. But I promise you, there is a method to the madness. There's a system hiding in plain sight, and we are about to pull back the curtain. So, here's our game plan. First, we'll get a grip on why the plural problem is even a thing. Then, we'll crack the code and lay out the system. We're going to start with the easy ones to build some momentum, then tackle the trickier stuff, look at a few fun plot twists, and wrap up with a golden rule that is a total game changer for your German grammar. All right, let's dive into section 1, the German plural problem. Because, you see, in German, getting the plural right is about way more than just counting things. I like to call this the plural ripple effect. Just look at this. It's a chain reaction. When der Tisch becomes die Tische, the article changes from der to die. The adjective endings have to change. Even the verb has to change its form to agree with the plural subject. So, you see, mastering plurals isn't just about vocabulary. It's actually the key to building entire sentences correctly. But here is the good news. And it's really good news. There is a system to all this chaos, and we are about to crack it wide open. It's time to stop trying to memorize every single plural one by one. That's just exhausting. We're going to work smarter, not harder. So how do we do that? How do we make sense of it all? Well, it turns out we only need to focus on this number, 5. That's it. The entire world of German plurals boils down to just 5 key patterns. Suddenly, all that chaos seems a lot more manageable, doesn't it? And here they are. These are our 5 keys to unlocking German plurals. Some nouns get no ending at all. Some add an E, some add some add na or ian, and some add an S. And yeah, as you can see, sometimes that sneaky little umlaut shows up to the party. This is it. This is our entire framework. So let's break them down one by one. Ready to put these keys to use? Let's start with the 2 most predictable and, frankly, reliable patterns. These are the easy wins that are going to help build your confidence right away. First up, our old friend, the S plural. This one is like a little gift to English speakers, isn't it? It's the go-to ending for most words that German borrowed from other languages, like auto and hotel, and also for abbreviations like CD. Seriously, if you see a foreign-sounding word, guessing S for the plural is a fantastic bet. Next up, we have the N ending. This one is a real workhorse. And here's the ultimate hack. The vast majority of feminine nouns, the die words, take this ending. So if you see a noun with die, your first thought for the plural should absolutely be N. Oh, and check this out. For female professions, it's always innen. Lehrerin to Lehrerinnen. It's so beautifully predictable. Okay, now that we've banged those easy ones, let's wade into slightly deeper waters with the trickier trio. This is where the other 3 patterns hang out, and they mostly apply to masculine or der nouns and neuter or das nouns. It's a bit of a mix, but don't worry, we're going to sort it all out right now. So, our first pattern here is what I call the no-ending plural. For some words, like der Lehrer, the teacher, the plural form looks exactly the same as the singular, but you gotta watch out for that umlaut. With a word like der Apfel, the apple, it becomes die Äpfel. See? No new ending was added, but the vowel itself changed its sound. Next up, let's add an E to the mix. This is a super common pattern, especially for those short one-syllable masculine nouns like der Tisch becoming die Tische. And, just like before, that umlaut can make a guest appearance. So, der Stuhl, the chair, not only gets the E ending, but the vowel also changes, becoming die Stühle. And our third tricky pattern is the AR ending. Now, this one almost always comes with an umlaut. It's a classic pattern for a lot of neuter, das nouns. Hey, remember our very first example? Das Buch becomes die Bücher. This is that pattern. You'll also spot it with a few really important masculine words, like der Mann, which becomes die Männer. Okay, so we've got our 5 main patterns down.
But every language needs a few quirks to keep things interesting, right? Let's call them plural plot twists. These are the special cases and exceptions that add a little flavor to German.
Now here's a shortcut that you are gonna love. Any noun that ends in chin or line, the endings that make things small and cute, is always neuter. It always gets a das. And the plural is always identical to the singular. So das Mädchen, the girl, becomes die Mädchen, the girls. The word itself doesn't change a bit. How easy is that? And then you've got these one-way nouns. They only exist in singular or in plural form. For example, you can't have 2 musics or 3 golds, so abstract ideas and materials are usually singular only. On the flip side, words like die Eltern, parents, or die Ferien, holidays, are just inherently plural. You can't have just one parent in German. It's a collective noun. All right, are you ready for the final piece of the puzzle? Now, this isn't a new plural ending, but it is an absolutely golden rule for using plurals in a sentence. This rule will take your German from good to great. Get ready for the unforgettable dative N. Here's the deal, plain and simple. When you're in the dative case, which often follows prepositions like mit, which means with, or von, which means from, you have to add an extra N to the end of your plural noun. The only time you don't is if it already ends in an N, or if it's one of those S plurals we talked about. It's really that simple. Let's just see this in action. It makes it so much clearer. Die Kinder means the children. But if you are with the children, it becomes mit den Kindern. See that extra N at the end? It's a tiny detail, but it makes a massive difference in how natural you sound. Same thing here. Die Lehrer becomes von den Lehrern. So after all of that, if you only remember one single thing from our little explainer today, please make it this. Always, always learn the article and the plural form together, like they are one piece of information. Don't just learn that Apfel means apple. Burn this into your brain. Der Apfel, die Äpfel. This one habit will save you so much trouble down the road. And there you have it. The code is officially cracked. What seemed like total chaos is actually a pretty organized system built on just 5 patterns. So the only question left is, what new German words are you going to go out and conquer first? Now you have the tools. Go start practicing.